Hello everyone, and welcome along to the first episode of the Traxion My Team Career Mode on F1 2020. My name is Gillon, and sadly I can't take the credit for that amazing livery that you've just seen introduced there. That is Kine who made that. He's a known modder in the F1 community, and I really love the look of that car. The Traxion branding is incredible for liveries, as we see over on Twitch with drive-through. But let's get into the details of this career mode. Well, first up, we're going to enter our team name. Unsurprisingly, we're going to go for TraxionGG on that one. Next up, we need to choose our sponsor, our title sponsor. We're going to go for Pacifico, purely because they give the biggest signing bonus. Our target with them is to earn 25 Constructors' Championships points this season. Engine-wise, we're going to go for Ferrari. This was because when this game launched, the Ferrari actually had a good engine, but of course then we figured out that the 2020 Ferrari engine wasn't that great. Now, in terms of teammate, we put this out to a poll to you guys on Twitter. You quite convincingly, 41.7% of you chose Mick Schumacher to be our teammate. He's going to cost us $1 million. That is why we need that Pacifico contract, because we're only going to have $100,000 spare after that. In terms of calendar, we're going to do a reduced 10 race calendar ahead of the launch of F1 2021, and basically I've just handpicked pretty much my favourite tracks for use this season. In terms of facilities, we've gone for aerodynamics over all else. That you get those from effectively just answering a few questions at the start, and you get a bit of a head start in certain areas. And the same with the updates. So we start out with those 4 updates, a couple of front downforce updates, and a couple of, I believe that's drag updates in the middle. We've got a few points to spend now though, so we're going to whack on a minor rear downforce update. And then we're also going to be able to whack on, a little bit later on, we're going to be able to whack on a minor drag reduction update. They should both be ready in time for race 1 in Bahrain. However, when it came for them being ready, as you can see, failure. That is possible in this game, unfortunately, and the update failed. It just didn't work out, so we have to spend a further 300 of our resource points just to make it ready. It should be just ready just before the start of the Bahrain Grand Prix. And once again, we do get another failure. The barge board's there. That was the other update we had planned. That also failed, can you believe? I think there was only I think it was a 30 or 40% chance of failure. Both of them failed, incredibly. So we have to spend yet more of our resource points to make sure that that one will be ready for the next race. And there you can see we do eventually have our minor rear downforce update ready for the Bahrain Grand Prix. There's the current performance then, so you can see we are currently the 7th fastest team, in the field at the moment, just behind Renault, but just ahead of AlphaTauri. We have probably had the biggest improvement, I guess, from the pre-season to the first race. You can see there, our line is probably the steepest, our nice bright pink line there, probably the steepest of any of the particular teams. Let's get into practice then.
Hey boss, this is Jeff. Just wanted to say thanks for trusting me as your race engineer. I won't let you down.
Well, Jeff, no problem at all. Hopefully that trust will not be misplaced in you throughout this season. I'm just going to show you these practice programs that I'm going to do. I won't show you them again just because, to be honest, they're a bit repetitive. But this is the first one. This is a track acclimatization program. That one, basically, you just have to drive through certain areas on each corner to kind of learn the track, learn the racing line. This next one is a tyre one, so you just have to be really, really careful through the tyres. You can see the graph along the top there showing us our live tyre usage, so being really cautious here, particularly through the high-speed turns, as that is where you that's where you get most of your tyre wear. Next one is a fuel one, so you have to basically do huge lifts and coasts in order to show that you can save fuel if you need to. So you can come into this next corner, we are going to do a nice big lift and coast. There you go, no throttle until we hit the brakes a little bit later on. A bit of a gap between the two, that is called lifting and coasting. That's the best way to save fuel in a Formula 1 car. Next up is the ERS tests. Basically, you don't use any ERS by default in this test, and you have to then manually apply it. But you can see I'm quite comfortably up my delta, so no problem whatsoever for that particular test. Next up is the race run test. So basically you have to do 3 to 5 laps or so in race format, and then the game will then adjust its recommendations for strategy and for fuel usage based on those 3 to 5 laps. And finally we do a qualifying run. This is to give us our target for the qualifying session, or the qualifying lap rather, which we will go and see right now. Here we go then, on board. It is now nighttime, of course, on board for our first qualifying lap of the season. And coming down the long start-finish straight here, you can see absolutely maximum mode in the bottom right there. And braking just before the 100 metre board on the left-hand side. They're going to also down, try and clip my apex nicely, quite bumpy through there. Trying to get best traction as I can through that corner, not quite flat. See, just struggling all over the curb there. There is the ghost of Lewis Hamilton pulling away from us. But in P9 at the moment in the top left there, that'll give you the live expectation, or the live where we are on the track relative to everyone else. Quite a sweet turn fall there. That was pretty good there. You have to be careful of the traction on the exit. This is really tricky in this car. Of course, although we are concentrating on downforce, hasn't got much downforce at the moment. Realistically, certainly nothing compared to the ghost of the Mercedes ahead. Getting also down down then for the next turn. Quite clean through there, just avoiding the curb on the outside. That's pretty bumpy out there. You want to avoid that one if possible. Tricky braking zone now, down into the quite tight left-hander, trying to avoid once again the curb on the inside and the outside just because it unsettles the car a little bit too much. Opening DRS then, one of two DRS zones on, or one of three rather DRS zones on the Bahrain circuit. Braking just before the 50 meter board on the right hand side there, and just carrying as much speed as I possibly could through the left hander. Absolutely flat for this right hander. My setup, it can be a little bit oversteering through there, so I need to be careful with that throughout the race. Going a little bit deep there just for the penultimate corner, not ideal. Certainly lost a little bit of time, but on for P15 at the moment, as you can see in the top left turn. One more corner to go, and let's not mess it up now. Breaking about halfway between the 100 meter boards and 50 meter boards. Actually clipped the inside curve. You don't really want to do that, but it didn't cost me too much time. Bringing it right out wide for the best possible exit. DRS open for the run line is going to be P15. Yes, it is indeed. P15 then on the grid for our first race. That is not bad. There's 22 cars in this grid. Of course, we are the 11th team on the 2020 grid, so not too bad at all. 1.8 seconds off the Mercedes, though, so we've got a way to go in this career mode in order to get anywhere near their pace, but we beat Mick quite convincingly by 7/10 in that first session. Pretty good qualifying lap. Let's now go on board with Live Alex for the race. Here we go then, sat on the grid for the first ever TraxionGG team race. I'm excited for this one. Starting P15, not a bad quali. Let's get into the strategy now though. The game's suggesting we start on mediums and then go to hards for a one stop. Alternatively, start on softs and go mediums. I think we'll start on the mediums to give us the choice and then see how the tyre wear plays out throughout the race, and also if there's any safety cars, anything like that. Fuel wise, I'm going to take half a lap out. We should be able to say conserve some fuel over the race, but I do want a bit to attack for the long straights of Bahrain. In terms of setup then, if you haven't seen it already, if I can get the right buttons right, there we go. So 2.6 wings, 75-55 diff. I might play around with that a little bit in the race, but trying to maximise traction really there for that on throttle diff. Full right camber, full left toe, suspension 153823, 150 brakes, and a completely minimal tyre pressure, just like they run in real life actually. Right, here we go then in this beautiful Traxion livery car. Let's have our very first ever race start on medium tyres. Most people around us also on mediums. Magnussen behind on soft tyres. It's 5 lights then. And here we go. We're underway for the first race. I'm excited for this one. Pretty good start there. Can we sneak on the outside of a couple of guys here? Oh, almost get squeezed, but he backs out of it at the last second. Can we fly on the outside of a few guys here? We're going to be holding to the inside, giving us plenty of room. Look at this. Are they 3, 4 wide? 4 wide. 4 wide, absolute maniacs. Let's go through the middle. Oh my word, what a start, up to P8 at the moment. Can we attack? Do they brake early into here? I'm not sure. Yes, they do, but we brake late. Bit of contact, bit of wing damage. Wing damage on lap 1. Can we sneak past the Ferrari? That might be important with that wing damage. Oh, bit more contact there, bit a bit feisty. Oh, more wing damage. All of the wing damage on lap 1 of this Grand Prix. That is not what we wanted at all. I think we may even have to box now. We've got that much wing damage. There's a safety car. Can we sneak past this Ferrari? We were sort of side by side. I think we did. P7, and we've got a safety car. Well, is traction the good omen for luck on F1 2020 or on any of the F1 games? Because having a safety car on lap 1 now, can we go to the end on hards? I don't know. I think we try. I doubt there'll be another safety car. There might be. But I think we try it. We've compromised ourselves for sure. But if we can box on lap 1, if we can make it to the end, we may have a great result. Oh, as if. You couldn't get a more dramatic start, could you, to a career mode series? Up to P7, really great start from 15th on the grid. They're really slowing each other down massively. And now we've got a wing damage, which is going to immediately come in to take that particular pit stop. And no one else will. I don't think it's too early. Brake nice and early. Don't want to be getting a penalty. And I think, are they ready for us? Hopefully they're ready for us. We are indeed going to take hard tyres. Wow. It's not often I get wing damage, actually. I play this game a lot, and it's not often I get wing damage. But tell you what, 2 incidents. Perhaps I was a bit too keen to get started in this series. We may lose a position perhaps to the McLaren behind. Or has he got wing damage as well? No, he got out earlier than us. We're going to lose a position, are we? Oh, we just missed that. You saw there was half a second there where we could have perhaps snuck it ahead of him. We just missed it, but never mind. We're going to be at the back of the grid, but we should be able to catch the pack before the safety car comes in. And okay, so my engineer is telling me 1 stop left. He's suggesting we do still stop again. But, well, let's see if we can make it to the end. If we can make it to the end, it could well be points in our first ever race. Okay, safety car is in this lap then. Trying really hard at the moment to keep my tyres up to temperature. You can see on the right hand side there. They're okay for now, but they are hard tyres. They can most certainly stay pretty cool. Right, come on, let's get going then. Let's get going. Let's see if we can steal a couple of positions. Our teammate fell down to P20 on that start and was last for me in Signs box. Not a great exit there. Tricky on these very, well, I was going to say very warm. That's not right. They are brand new, but they're a little bit perhaps cold, not ready to go. And is there going to be some battling ahead? Can we sneak up? Oh my, what is going on here? Everybody stopped almost. Oh, legal overtake on Schumacher. It's our teammate. Go on, Mick. Where is he? There he is. That was unfortunate. There must have been a yellow flag there. We did see some debris bouncing around. Can we dive while Mick here? Are we faster than Mick even at this stage? Oh God. Thought I'll break myself. I think I'm okay. He's going to get the cut back on us though, is he? Bit of wheel spin on the exit. Come on, Mick. Let us go. We should be battling. We're teammates. I don't want to be hitting you and losing wing. We've already cost ourselves some money by hitting each other. They're pretty slow. This Alpha must have wing damage. Go on the outside, can we? Around the outside of the Renault. Oh, but it was for the exit. Ricardo on soft tyres round the outside. And we had their Alfa Romeo ahead is indeed in a bit of trouble. Oh, I thought about down the inside there. Thought better of that one. Oh, Ricardo did do it though. Oh, a bit of contact there actually. But actually, that's going to end up helping our teammate. Whoopsie daisy. Alpha has got some damage up ahead. We need to get past these guys ASAP. AI aren't always great at overtaking each other. So we need to not get too held up by all this. This is allowing us to gain 3 positions, of course, but not enough to get into the points, so it won't matter too much. We need to... Whoa! Oh, they brake very, very early then. Very, very early. Didn't end up losing any positions for that, I don't think, but that was very, very close to losing our wing once again. Alpha's going to box this lap, of course, if he has got that bad wing damage. Oh, God, what is going on with the start of this race? This is the most hectic race, I think, every start, certainly, I've ever had. There's a couple of guys boxing. We actually ran out of ERS there, which is a shame. So right at the back of Grosjean here. Can we sneak past him? Are we quicker in a straight line? We have, of course, got that Mercedes engine. And it does seem to be paying dividends right now. Oh, we braked very late there. They're right up the inside. He's still there. Give him a bit of room on the inside. Get the move done around the outside. There we go then. Okay, nobody with wing damage ahead anymore, but it is only a Haas up ahead. Have we got better pace than a Haas at this stage of the season? We are yet to find out. But back up to P15. But as I said, if we want points, we're not fighting for points at the moment. We're only fighting for, is it 12th perhaps? Something like that. So we really need to make sure we're concentrating on our race time here. If we're not going to stop again, it's going to be all about our race time, not about positions. Because, let's be honest, outside the points, we're probably going to score points at some point this season. Count back probably won't matter. It's going to be all about points this season. So points do indeed mean prizes. And they literally do. At the end of the season, you get more money. The higher up you finish in the Constructors. We're falling back from Russell now, though. Let's see if we can push that a bit and try and get back up to him. Oh, we've just had a DRS failure. Engineer's just telling us about it. DRS failure. That is worst possible timing. We got 1 dose of DRS from George Russell, and now we're not going to get it. There you go. Look, you can see on the orange wing, rear wing failure. DRS failure. They don't happen very often. In fact, I'm not even sure if I've had one in this game yet. And if I have, that's probably only my second one. They're pretty rare again. Everything is happening in this first traction race, but it's costing us a little bit of time. We would just manage to sneak in a DRS of George Russell up ahead. But it's just going to cost us now, is it? Are we not going to better stick with him? We need the DRS down the start-finish rate. Let's hope they can repair it ASAP. It does tend to get repaired, but the length that it's broken for is very variable, so we're not going to be able to get George Russell. I was hoping to at least stick in his DRS, but no DRS for us. Oh, Nicholas Latifi has retired, and it's an immediate safety car. Another safety car. Whoa, what do we do? Do we box again? We're only 13th, but that's not at the back by any stretch of the imagination. Do we now box this lap? Because I don't think these are going to make it to the end. Look, we're already on 23% tyre wear. I'm very tempted to box this lap to take a fresh set of hards and hope they can get us to the end, because I think at the moment we're pretty much guaranteed to have to pit. I mean, 25% tyre wear. There's no way, is there? We've only been on them for, what, perhaps 6 laps or so? And it is Max Verstappen behind us now. He managed to pit under the safety car. A little bit lucky for him there. He is, of course, up the front. He's taking his first stop now. Okay, so... Do we box? Do we box? Decisions. So they lasted about, what, 7 laps. With a couple laps on the safety car. So call it 5 racing laps. 25% wear. So you don't want to go much above 75% really. It's 15 laps. We've still got 20 laps to go. Everyone's boxing. I don't know what to do. I do not know what to do. I'm going to select a new set of hards. Have we even got a new set of hards? We haven't. We haven't got any more sets of hards. Well, that's that decided then. There's not going to box some mediums. That would be silly, I think. I'm just going to box and try and steal a few positions here. Let's go full speed down this straight. Even go rich fuel to try and sneak past a few people. I say a few. I mean a lot. Look at all these people that are in the pits. Can we sneak past Perez as well? No, we can't. P3. Can you believe it? We're up to P3. Yes, we need to box again. But we'd have had to box anyway. We couldn't have made it to the end there. We're now up to P3. But everyone around us is on soft tyres. Oh my god, this restart. Hopefully our DRS gets fixed as well during the safety car. But this restart is going to be hectic. They are going to be all over us. Okay, safety car is in this lap. Our DRS has been fixed, but of course we won't get it straight away anyway. Managed to keep our tyres warm enough during that safety car period. Here we go then, starting from P3 in our first race. I can't believe it. Oh, when are they going to go? When are they going to go? Come on, when are you going to go? When are you going to go? Oh, I slightly missed it, but that was a pretty good restart. Can we sneak straight past Perez here? Can we maybe? Do we attack? Do we even bother? Because they're going to be so fast. Do we go 3 wide? We don't go 3 wide, but we do go 2 wide and we get past Perez. Why not? Oh, bit of oversteer there. Verstappen behind's now retiring as well. Verstappen said he's got an issue. Is he retiring? No, there was a yellow flag, but he's not retiring just yet. Some sort of issue for Verstappen. It could be a DRS failure just like we had. Now, we're obviously not going to be able to catch Bottas, who's in a significantly faster car. And, oh, there you go. And on soft tyres, that's the kind of struggle we're going to come up against here. Oh, he's gone right around outside. What a move by Perez. And now we've got a Red Bull behind us. That's the level of grip they've got. They've got brand new softs. We've got very worn hards. But remember, this is actually 4 position. They will all have to box again as well, as will we. Oh, that's deep. That's horribly deep. Didn't shift down enough on the entry, that's why. But they'll all have to box again, as will we. So this is actually 4 position. Their tyres will wear pretty quickly. Ours won't. Our tyres could probably even last longer than theirs if we try to. And if Max Verstappen does have a failed DRS, that is going to help us quite significantly. Because he may not be able to get past us, maybe. If we can keep him behind. We saw where Perez got past us. Whoa, can we stay ahead of these guys? They are all over us now. Absolutely scrabbling all over us. Sebastian Vettel managed to get through on Max Verstappen. I think he must have some sort of straight line speed issue. He was not quick in a straight line at all. Perhaps he's even got an engine issue. Not too sure, but at the moment we've got Vettel for company. But of course, Ferrari's 2020 car, not known for its straight line speed. So again, not a bad rear gunner, but we are certainly struggling for grip. This car has not got much grip at the best of times, let alone on used hards, while they're on newer soft tyres. Oh, not a good line through there. Try and have the exit though. Oh, he's all over us. Look at this. We've got pretty good straight line speed there. That Mercedes engine in the back of this car really helping us. Red Bulls are going to start to battle. And pace almost doesn't matter now. We're not going to be able to catch the cars ahead. There's no way. It doesn't matter. All it matters is staying ahead. Look at Vettel all over us now. No DRS this lap, I don't think. We're going to defend to the inside. My word, he's coming right over on us. And we are just about able to stay ahead. DRS is enabled. That'll be for soon. Surely he's not going to dive bomb us from that far back. Come to the inside. Oh, he is. Little send there. Wasn't able to look back, but you saw the little red arrow. He just did a little send on us there. That's probably going to compromise his exit. No, it's not. Absolute spaceship on the exit. Oh, we've got DRS. I think we can probably just stay ahead. We can indeed. Let's hold it nice and tight there. We don't want him to cut back on us like Perez did. That was pretty good there. We stay ahead, but oh my word, this is going to be an interesting couple of laps. Again, the longer I can hold on, the more likely I'm able to stay ahead, because they, of course, will wear pretty quickly. I think, if I recall at the start, there was only, I don't know, maybe 8 laps or so tops the soft tyres would do. So we will be okay if we can just stick with it. We will be okay. We can box at the same time as them and just see if we can hold them up for even longer. But look on the minimap in the bottom left. Look at that train of cars we've got now right up behind us. Vettel does have DRS, but not able to do anything about it for now. Bit of sliding on the exit. Nice and safe for now. Let's see. When is he going to attack us again? Oh! I was going to segue to the next part, and then that huge, absolutely gargantuan moment. We almost spun there. That was insane. We're also burning through our ERS. We need to be a bit careful. Oh my word. That was a big slide. These tyres are not happy. I think the rear's more worn than the front, which is not going to be good for us later in the stint. Bit of a gap now to Vettel, though. We should be okay even with DRS down this straight, I'd have thought. And let's have a quick look at tyres. Yes, indeed, 40% wear on the rear. We need to be really careful with these rear tyres, otherwise we're going to be in big trouble come the end. Okay, I'm actually going to let him go through here. Or am I? Oh, that was a bit cheeky. I actually backed out of it there. He was going to fly past us, then suddenly didn't. He must have disabled overtake ERS. I wanted to let him pass to get DRS, and then suddenly slowed down. We were very cheeky there. Bit naughty. I wouldn't normally make a habit of that. That was a bit of a last-minute panic decision that I probably shouldn't have done. We won't do that again. It's a bit cheeky. Oh god, we got it deep here though. Very deep, very deep. Too busy talking about our cheeky move. That's our punishment. That's a bit of karma kicking in for us there. Albon all over us. Get to the inside just about. Whoa, he's swinging around the track. I think he must have backed out of it there. He was a bit too aggressive with his swinging about. He almost got past us. Albon, of course, the other Red Bull that hasn't got an issue. Well, I assume he hasn't got any kind of issue. And also the Ferrari's just lost 2 positions. It's now Lance Stroll that's chasing us in the other pink car on the field. Lap 15 now. Well, we're getting through these laps. Will their tyres start to wear? I mean, at the moment, we're still significantly slower. When do we box? We don't want to box too early because then we just release them and they'll just fly away. We need to try and box at the same time as them to hold up as many cars as we possibly can. But, of course, with them being behind us, we're not going to get a chance to box on the same lap. We'll have to box a lap later. This race is turning out to be an interesting one. Albon very close now, but I think we can probably stay ahead. Used a bit of ERS. The Red Bull not known for its straight line speed, of course. He is closing now. I'm not going to defend and just going to hope for the best. Brake pretty late, but not as late as last lap, thankfully. And there we go. Got it slowed down nicely. If we can keep that up, we're looking good. When are they going to box? Oh, they've started the box. I missed it. I missed it. We're going to have to push this lap and box this lap. Engineer was telling me to box this lap anyway. Oh, that could compromise us teammates in the pits anyway, so we would have held them up if we boxed, so perhaps that's beneficial for the team that I didn't box, but I could have been done with being the one to box first. I did have an indicator, the Racing Point ahead, boxed first. Wow, are we about to lose about 5 positions here? We're going to be so much slower than them on their out lap. Do they get any traffic? Do they get any traffic? Probably not. Verstappen boxed actually earlier, and he's actually come out behind them, amazingly. They're not going to get any traffic. How many positions are we going to lose here? This in-lap is critical. We really need to push it to the limit now. Every single tenth of a second is going to matter. They're going to be so much faster on their out lap. Come on. Come on. I've worn hard tyres. One more lap you've got to do. That's it. A little bit deep in there to hold the brake a bit longer. I wanted a bit of wheel spin on the exit as well. These tyres are not happy. Stroll is pretty close behind us, but I'm not too worried about him. 55% tyre on the rear, that's why we're worrying. That's why we're struggling here with the rears. Come on, one more lap. This is my in lap, let's get there. Oh, it's pretty edgy through there. The rear likes to step out through there, as we saw a couple of laps ago. Oh, bit of curb there. Make sure Jeff knows we're coming in, the team knows we're coming in. Probably used a bit too much ERS to be honest, but I'm just trying to push as hard as I can because we're not going to overtake anyone. Not this far up the field. It's all about defending this race, defending this epic position. Now let's not make sure that we don't speed in the pit lane. Pretty good. Pretty good. Not as good as the AI, but I'm not a machine. That was pretty good. Now, hopefully we don't lose any positions, but to be honest, we may lose some here because they're going to be out in the pit lane, in the fast lane. We may not be able to get released. Come on team. Good stop, good stop, good stop, good stop, good stop, good stop. That was good. We got back out ahead of them. The Racing Point really got held up there. Where are we going to be? Okay, we're going to lose the position to the Red Bull. He's already passed. There's a Mercedes in there as well. Amazingly. Of course there is though. We were third. We've only lost 2 positions. Oh, get it stopped. We've only lost 2 positions. We've now got the same tyres as the cars around us. However, we still got a significantly slower car, let's be honest. No way we're going to catch the car's head. P6! P6! We started 15th in a car that's probably about there on pace. So P6 would be an unbelievable result. We've got Ocon for company now, though. The Renault in 2020 game is one of the fastest cars in a straight line. We are going to really struggle to keep him behind. This is going to be a big battle. Still 11 more laps to go to defend his position. Can we score some points in our first race? Another position, actually. Magnussen boxed late. We're actually in 5th. We're up in 5th place. Bit of a battle going on behind. We managed to pull away a little bit of a gap because Ocon did a little half send on us and just compromised his speed. But up to 5th place. Oh my god. Surely not. Surely not. Well, I'll tell you what. Our pace hadn't have picked up. Ocon can't even get close to us at the moment. And that is going to be 1.5 seconds quicker than our previous best lap. That is how much time we were losing on those worn hards. Now really loving these new mediums, but still, big challenge. We've got a much slower car. We're not going to stay away from Ocon. He's going to keep getting DRS on us. We still need to work hard to keep him behind. Mercedes, look on the minimap. There's a Mercedes retiring ahead of us. The leader, Valtteri Bottas, is out of the session. Is that a safety car? It's a virtual safety car. He's out. That's another position. We're up to 4th place. We're actually able to keep Ocon behind. Oh, my voice is going. I don't want to say comfortably, but we are able to keep Ocon behind. I think he's a good rig gunner, as it turns out, because, of course, not got that much more downforce than us. They are quick in a straight line, but just not able to get close enough to really make an impact on us. I don't want to jinx it, but I think we might be able to hold on to this, providing Ocon can hold on to the position as well. Because if Vettel gets through, we're going to be in trouble. That car has got a lot more downforce than us. Could be a change of position behind us here. Could be a change of position behind us here. That could be really crucial. The racing point may be able to get us a lot easier than the Renault could. Ocon. I tell you what, I owe more to Ocon for this race than I do anyone else. But will he lose position down this straight? I don't know if he's got DRS or not. I think he's going to be okay. I tell you what, I owe Ocon several beers after this race. At the moment, he is the reason I'm able to hold on to this. But if he loses that position, we're in trouble. Come on, Ocon. Okay, join me for the last lap of this Grand Prix. We're looking good to retain 4th position even. However, the AI do tend to save up some ERS charge for the final lap. There you go. Ocon's getting a bit closer than he has been doing. They do tend to save up a little bit of charge. It's mainly to go for the fastest lap point. I think it's the primary reason they do it. But just come on board with me for this final lap. It's actually been surprisingly easy. I don't want to jinx it on the last lap, but you see the gap we got to Ocon there. And not as quick as I thought they might be in a straight line. Perhaps it's their Renault engine holding them back this season, but they have got a very low drag car in the 2020 game. And I do think these tyres have helped us significantly. I think when we were on the hard tyres, everyone else was on softs. It was mainly a tyre difference. But actually, although they would be faster, if I wasn't here, I'm sure the Renault would be going quicker than he is now. Look at the queue behind us on the minimap. But actually, we're okay. Our pace isn't so bad. They're all over us. And by the way, have you seen who's leading? There's a pink car in the lead. It's not the Traxion car, unfortunately, but it is Sergio Perez, who's going to come across the line to take the win in the first race of this career mode. Wow. Followed swiftly by Lewis Hamilton and then Alex Albon. Verstappen's back in the pack somewhere. Bottas retired, of course. And there's going to be 5 different teams in the top 5, and we are one of them. We're going to be 4th place. 4th place, and that is probably my first ever race without getting any corner cut warnings as well. So we come across the line to take 4th place. 4th place. We qualified 15th. 4th place. Certainly a good stroke of good fortune there. 2 safety cars. We boxed under the first one for hards, and that definitely helped us, and then we were able to stay out and gain a load of positions and just defend. I'm amazed we were able to defend. You saw Perez. By the way, Perez, the eventual race winner, he's the one that went around the outside of us through the high-speed chicane, which was an unbelievable move. Turns out a race-winning move. And wow, what could have happened maybe if we boxed one up earlier, didn't let him pass? Let's not think about that. 4th place is a great result. Just missing out on the podium. But I tell you what, that is some result. I don't think we're going to be able to match that anytime soon, but we're going to give it a damn good go. Hopefully we'll be able to get a couple of podiums this season, but 4th place in our first race. I know I've just set the bar there, but I'm just going to say in your heads for the rest of the season, set the bar more like here, because that was something special. And if we could have races that entertaining and that good for the rest of the season, we'll be in for an epic season for this F1 2020 Traxion My Team career mode. 28 seconds back from Sergio Perez in the end. And there it is, 4th place. So there it was. That was the first episode of the Traxion My Team career mode. What a race we just had. Actually, I really enjoyed editing that one because it was genuinely action-packed. I think you had pretty much everything you could possibly get within that race. We had safety cars, we had rear wing failures, all sorts was going on. But anyway, guys, that will be the first of a weekly series. So don't forget to subscribe to the Traxion channel to see the next episodes in this series. And keep it pinned, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.